herb nut cheese. Got some plant-based salami. Gonna make some nice sandwiches, some nice crackers and cheese, otherwise known as a charcuterie board. So we're gonna make that for the wife and I. Nice piece of this cake for dessert, and a bowl of soup as well. I'm gonna use a mug for the soup, and that's gonna ensure it doesn't get everywhere. Plus we'll each get the same portion of liquids and lentils. Liquids and lentils going down over here. Some bunny loves you out there. Put that in the bowl here. Like so. Okay. Lentil soup is so good for you. High in iron and awesome things. Protein, fiber, very high in fiber and protein. This is a delicious recipe my wife found on YouTube close to 15 years ago. Maybe a bit more. So tasty. I have a few tasty recipes. Okay, I have a boatload of tasty recipes. I love to cook. I love to create. Today or tomorrow, pizza day. We have a nice, beautiful Italian pizza crust. Actually, I'm gonna cut it in half today, and we're gonna do 2 pizzas. So oven is off. Slide this to the side. The soups are on. Soup's on. So now we're gonna talk about the artichoke and herb, organic and dairy-free fermented cashew cheese. First, the cashew cheese. And this is resealable. Nice. Place some fermented cashew cheese here. It's very good to have fermented products. We had sourdough bread yesterday, an onion and cheese sourdough bun. OMG, was it epic. Get several nice wedges off of it. Zip her up, put her away. We got other stuff to accompany and accommodate this beautiful charcuterie board we are preparing. For crackers, I think we'll go with that's a good question. Jeff in Calgary says, what kind of crackers are you going to use? I think we're going to go with Vinta crackers. Some of my wife's favorite crackers. And you know what? Why wouldn't we? Let's go with 2 types of the veggie meats. This is a smoked turkey. Oh, it's this one. Oh. I have a really spicy veggie salami. Oh, this is the Canadian back bacon, actually. You don't have to cook it. I thought it was the salami. I'm like, I didn't open up the salami yet. And then I looked and I can see it's the It's the swirls, the Canadian back bacon. It's the veggie ground. Now we're gonna go with these two types of other ingredients here. This one is one of my favorites. Some of this. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna make you hungry every day, putting out really proper recipes for people to have healthy and make you happier, right? When you eat healthy, you're happier. And when you're full, you're happier, right? So you need meal ideas, suggestions. Soup in a sandwich is really nice. I like toasted sandwiches. I used to do open face bruschetta sandwiches in the oven. I still do them with my, not really recently here, but at our other house, I used to do them quite often. Toasted bruschetta sandwiches it's a specialty of mine. I do focaccias and stuff like that, but I don't do my bruschetta. My bruschetta is quite incredible. I'll do one this weekend. I have done bruschettas. It's just I do so many recipes. I can't keep up. But what else did we used to do when I was young? Toast. Oh, one of my favorites. It's a tomato and basil. What do you call that soup when it's a minestrone? Sure, but there's a tomato bisque. I love a tomato bisque. Oh, don't get me started. Ooh. You want to come on over? Baby, come on over. So I'm going to grab the Vinta crackers, and there's actually another type of cracker. I have to go get it. I don't know what it's called. It's from Costco. Mary Ann, Mary Jane's organic crackers. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I like them. They're really crunchy and they're quite hard. Oh my goodness. These are some epic thin slices right here. Oh, when you're doing paper thins, people love you. Hi, Tiggs. Mm-hmm. I said it was going to be a nice charcuterie board, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did. This is a smoked, plant-based smoked Gouda. It is to die for. Okay, I put everything away. I just have to slice the Canadian back bacon. It's veggie, and the smoked hickory turkey. The smoked turkey here. So I'm gonna slice these in half. I'm gonna quarter these. I like quarters. The turkey actually we can do in sixes. In sixths, because that's what we're doing. The turkey is so good. The Canadian back bacon is epic as well. You can actually eighths the Canadian back bacon. Would you look at that? We sixth the turkey, the plant-based turkey, and we eighths and turkeyed the quarter bags. What? Now you know. So now you want to mix and match. All this is over here. You're gonna be upstairs. Your chick's downstairs. So you got to mix and match, right? So you want to go. You start off with this. Take your time with this. There's no rush here, okay? What you're doing is trying to figure out what's gonna make her complain the least. Probably a few pieces of this, and one. We're gonna give her two of that. Less complaints already. I can already tell. Now you're gonna take some of this. She'll complain it's too much or something, and then I'll take that, and then I'm gonna have these pieces right here. She can have these side shots. You'll see them. The plate will start to open up once I say done. You know what I mean? Then it'll be good to go. She'll like these paper thins. So there's her thing. She'll go with that. She'll be good with this. She'll probably want this taken off. She'll be like, no. She'll complain about that probably. I'll take this or she'll complain. So I think there. So is it a perfect charcuterie board for you and your wife? Now I'll show you what we've done here. We've ate the Canadian smoked veggie bacon. So we've got those pieces there, and then this is the smoked hickory smoked turkey, or I can't tell you how good it smells. It's one of those things. Oh, oh, and I know flavors. Like I know, like some of you are like, this dude might not. No, no, no. The rest of you know I know my flavors. Like you've seen my fucking pizzas. You've seen my pastas. You've seen. I don't even want to get. I'm done. I'm so done, yo. Go check out over 40,000 videos on YouTube on my 17 channels. Let's go. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. We turned 10K today, buddy. How you doing? Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Because it's my birthday. Hi, guys. It's my birthday. Darcy Dimple's in the house. Aiden, thank you for the love, everybody. So here we have the charcuterie board of love. Take a good look onto it. Let the charcuterie board of love look onto you. And then look back onto it as it looked back onto you. And then again back onto it again. Oh yeah. We'll see who's cool in the chat today. Who's the coolest person that's going to show up in the chat today? Let's read down on it. Just blasting you with cherries and chocolate stripes and stuff. Hit the like button if you love cake. I swear I had 2 cups for, I put it up here. That's fine. Make my wife a nice cup of tea. Wash out everything I use. Wash the milkshake maker, whatever you call it, the smoothie maker. Oh. Fill it with Brita. Get my wife some nice fresh Brita water in a minute. Nice cup of tea. Wash the oven. And clean the counters after lunch here. Brunch, actually, we haven't had breakfast yet. This is breakfast. I'm thinking we probably do a stream a bit later on. But I think I'm going to take a breather from YouTube here. I don't do that often. Take a breather for about hour. Probably go to the washroom after breakfast or lunch, whatever this is. I do have to check some emails and I do have a couple texts to send. But other than that, I don't have any phone calls to make. Let me double check what I'm saying here. I might have... No, I don't have any phone calls. I have some emailing to do, which has always been a thing. But I should try calling this guy just to see what's going on here. Hi there. No. Oh boy. All right. This means I'm going to take a breather from this stuff for a while. That's pretty good. Oh my goodness, I just had an organic plant-based Lunchable. And it tastes really good. Oh, I make good charcuterie boards after all. Ooh, let's try with some of this lamb, with some of this artichoke dip. What is it? Cashew dip. It's artichoke and herb. Something anyway, okay? Let me try that with this thing again. Oh man, was that ever some stupid epic food I just had? Let's try that. Yeah. That's really good. That has so much flavor. Hi, how are you? Mr. Netherlands, hi my friend. Hit that like button. I love the Netherlands. How you doing, buddy? Did you get a chance to see my Netherlands streams yesterday? Ik doe het wietbakken. Space cake? Yeah, that's right. I know a little bit of Dutch. How you doing, homie? You know what they say? If you ain't Dutch, you ain't much, yo. It's one of my favorite lines. Man, I had some cool Dutch friends back in the day on Xbox, man. Oh. Man. I think, no, I don't have that account. I lost it forever. Ah, so sad. No clue what happened to it. I don't actually understand stuff anymore, so I don't, that part of my life is gone forever. I wish I could have, you know who does have access to that? some of my friends from like my old school friends probably still have me on their list, you know what I mean? But I no longer have access to that email. Like, I don't even have it. And there'd be no way to gain access. It's just crazy how they do stuff now. That was one of the coolest accounts in the world. Was my account. I had the coolest people ever on that account. Oh. Every single one of them would have been subscribed to me in a millisecond. They'd all drop me likes. I have 200 likes every video. There were 200, was it 200 or 300? There's a couple hundred people, the coolest people in the world, man. If only I could have held on to that account, eh? I actually did play with a couple YouTubers. I don't know if they were popular or anything. I never watched YouTube. They just told me I was live on YouTube, or I was in their YouTube video or whatever. A couple times. I don't remember it being all the time. Maybe like once or twice a week. But they were really good at Halo. I got some old footage. I found. When I got some time, I'll upload it, and then I'll upload it to a computer, and then I'll upload it to YouTube. Different time in my life. Around when I was like 19, 20, 21, 22. I had a, you know how you have like a VCR that records stuff? I had a CD, I don't know what it's called, but it used to write, I could record TV and anything that showed up on the TV. So I plug in my Xbox and I could record my games, like back in 1999. Maybe it was like 2001. I don't know, it was like 2020 or something. Maybe 2021. I don't remember the year. But way a long time ago. And I hang on. No. Hang on. Oh, there it was. Wait for it. Nope, hold off. Nope. We'll pull him back. E-brake, parking brake. Okay, it's in. Saying to you, they weren't CD-ROMs, they were DVD-Rs, rewritable. Like, so they were DVDs, writables, and rewritables. So, the only difference is it's like you could tape over some, and some was a hard copy forever. Once you recorded on it, you couldn't rewrite over it. Okay. Oh, that's why it was a writable and a rewritable. The rewritables you could. You could record other stuff over. You could overlap it, just like a VHS tape. Now, that was so long ago, and I had no intention of doing YouTube or anything like that ever in my life. To be honest with you, it's just, it wasn't for me. I don't even know how to. I just never ever. And then one day, sitting in my living room with a concussion, on the couch, I had had enough of this bully that was bullying this guy. And holy crap, it went viral. And I looked at my wife and I said, what the hell? I started looking around the internet for other people that had just recently started a YouTube channel and were sitting on 15,000 views on 2 separate videos that they put out in like 8 hours. Like I woke up, I did the video, like I don't know when I did it, but I woke up the next day and the fucking thing was through the roof with views on a brand new channel. And I had a bunch of subscribers and like, I don't know, 40,000 views in less than 24 hours. That's called viral. I stopped the videos. I stopped them because it was, I'm not going to say why, but I took those videos down. And, I ended up making a few more just to see what the hell. And I didn't understand how YouTube worked anyway, but I didn't like that there's all these people that were fucking commenting and like I was like, what the hell? So I took the videos down. Because I had no, like I tell you, I had no clue what I was doing and I just didn't care about it, right? Man, that year and the next year after, I'd probably be at like 40 or 60 million views right now. But I deleted like, oh man, I used to delete so many videos. I didn't understand anything, eh? Fucking YouTube was sending me some kind of like warning like they do for everyone, like because it caught like a little bit of music or something. I was like, what the fuck? So I quickly go in and delete that video. And oh yeah, I did it all the time. Don't you like there's a word called intimidation, and then there's another word called tactics. I'm not easily intimidated. I don't even think I get intimidated. What happens is I get very angry. Very angry. If you threaten me, if you nonchalantly say something to me, I'll hold you accountable in the moment. Like as you're saying it, I'll be inside your teeth looking at you. What? I'm very specific. I don't like... I can't stand pussies, eh? And I'm way smarter than anyone. I don't need people trying to be like, oh, da 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 da. I'm like, dude, fuck. Like, I read between the lines when I was 3 years old. Like, we're not on the same page. Master of linguistics. That might be the best charcuterie board I've ever had. I might actually have to write that down. Like a Christmas fucking charcuterie board right there, bud. Shit. That is tasty. Oh yeah. I saw this one guy doing a video, man, and he was doing all kinds of weird stuff like that, and his I think he's at like 80,000 subscribers now, and I'm like, I'm tired after doing that for 10 seconds, you know? So he's actually working really hard, you know? When he's sitting there slurping his soup on a live stream for 4 hours, like, and plus, who has it? Like, that dude's gonna be, like, he's not even my competition right away. In like 3 years, actually, he's gonna have serious problems, right? Oh, you can't even fucking salty. You can't eat salty soup for 4 hours straight, bro. Maybe 3, but not 4. So we got one of them on there. We're gonna go with one of them, like so. We're gonna do open face. Did I miss anything? I feel like something's missing. Wait, We're doing Halo sound effects right now. Wow. Oh, it's so good. Oh. All the different flavors kind of creep up on you. Yeah. Kind of like mix and match, you know? It's like an orgy, but with food. But with crackers. Plant-based cheese and plant-based meats, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. This is my kind of orgy. Then add three types of plant-based cheese, 2 types of plant-based meat. Nailed it. Gorgeous day today. Holy cow. Gorgeous out there. Light breeze. I definitely want to do a few more things outside today. I feel bad. I want to say hi to my neighbors, but I'm kind of shy. It's so weird sometimes, eh? Like I normally, like, I don't know. I feel like going out there today, but it's been like a while. They've already been here. But I guess better late than never is true. But I don't know. They seem like a really nice people to me, and I give, like, their auras are really genuine. They're very good people. No, that's when they're at home. I don't know what they're doing 9 to 5, but when these two are around, they have a peaceful aura. I don't know who's coming around. Like, I don't know where a couple of these cars or people have been going, but some of them they seem a little pretentious and yuppie. But do I have any pretentious yuppie friends? No. I wouldn't hang out with people that, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if it's I guess it's an acquaintance that I know of. I know one person that's pretty not preppy, yuppie and pretentious. Preppy, I'm preppy. Not all the time, but I could be like a little bit preppy, you know. I don't know what preppy at. Let's define preppy. Definition of, so lazy, fuck, of preppy. 2025's version. No, a student or graduate of an expensive prep school. Forget that. Or adjective of or typical of a student or graduate of an expensive prep, especially with reference to their style or dress. Their style of dress. Or appearance. Ugh. Is preppy a slur? No. It is also used as a noun referring to a girl. What the? Referring to a girl who follows or admires preppy fashion. What? Definition of preppy. Is preppy a girl word? Is preppy A girl word or phrase? All AI mod. Not interested. Fuck off with your AI. No, preppy is not exclusively a girl word. Thank you. I'm like, how old am I? Fuck. Though recent slang uses have a strong association with a girly, bright aesthetic popular among young girls. The word originated in the mid 20th century to describe a classic upscale fashion and lifestyle associated with students from preparatory schools. While the original meaning remains, a newer, distinct meaning for the word has emerged among Gen Z and Alpha. What is Alpha? Gen Alpha. What what is Gen Alpha? Age. From infancy to about age 12 or 14, this is a generation succeeding Gen Z. I don't even understand what that means. Generation Alpha's birth years are generally defined from the early 2010s. Oh, so it means if anything around 12 or 14 you have a alpha? That might be pretty cool. I don't know. Are kids, yeah, I think kids might be better off now. You're telling me they're called alphas? What is this? Can I read stuff? Builder, baby boomers, Generation X. So there's something called builders? Oh, because there was nothing. They had to build something, right? So these people, Model Ford 1900, they built the roller skate. They made a record player. That's it. That's all they did. The builders is all the three things they did. The baby boomers, they gave you the freaking Ford Mustang. I banged a couple baby boomers. I said thank you. Frisbees, I love frisbees. I banged a couple extra baby boomers I didn't tell you about. The audio cassette. We banged a bunch of baby boomers, bud, for sure. Let's see. Let me go back. We're not able to. And then that was all they did. Generation X. This is not me. I am called a Generation Y. 1980 to 1994. It's a mixture. Like, I mean, they got me all over on this damn board. XYZ. It's such a BS thing. Now we're back. Now you went to Z. Now they're going to A again. Like, what? Why did they call the other people builders and baby boomers? Because there was nothing before that. This isn't their first time figuring out what these people are called, these generations. Whoever created us had an agenda. These first people will be the builders. These people will give up their kids to us. 1946 to 1964. You guys, let's see. How many children went missing in 46 to 64? How many kids went missing in the span of, what is it? 1946 to 1964. Let's see. It's going to be really hard to figure this out. In the United States, estimated 460,000 children are reported missing every year. That's insane. I read a higher number than that. But that's numbers from the FBI, NCIC. This is, however, only a snapshot of the problem. Baby boomer years. Yeah, they don't even want to answer that question. Who decided the age span of boomers, 1946 to 64? I was born in 63, my brother 48. We are not the same generation. I'd say 2 or 3 generations fall within that range. Yeah, like they're saying a generation is barely 12 to 14 years. This boomer one is the longest. It's 18. They get a span of 18. Let me look back at that other thing. Did I close it? I might have closed it. I think I had enough of it. Yeah. Is the world more dangerous for kids than it was 30 years ago? Throughout the 70s and 80s, over 1 million children per year were reported missing. That's disgusting. By the late 90s, that fell figure fell to 460,000. Oh my god. But remember what I just told you, that it was excessive back then. Throughout the 70s and 80s, over 1 million children per year were reported missing. 1 million. But they had to sign some sort of deal. Let me try and find some article on this. They made a deal to give up a certain number of the populace. Oh, okay, listen to this. They made a deal to give up a certain number of the population, likely refers to the China's one-child policy, which was social experiment that required families, like they did a social experiment. At whose cost? At your cost. At how great a cost? Well, let me ask a different question. What happened in China to people with more than one child? Let's see how detrimental it is. Under the past one-child policy in China from 1980 to 2015, that's despicable and disgusting. 35 years they experimented. Families with more than one child faced fines, often called social maintenance fees, and in many cases, forced abortions, sterilizations, and forced contraception. While penalties varied by income and range, this is disgusting. Disgusting. It varied by income and region. So, well, poor people lost their kids, or people who were struggling at the moment. Maybe you weren't poor, maybe you had an illness or something, right? Some unforeseen thing came over you, or a family member, and you had to drop what you're doing and take care of them. And also, the region played a part, and your penalties varied by where you lived in Winnipeg. Did you live in the North End? Did you live in, Tuxedo? Did you live in wherever? Name some. I don't even know any fancy places. Fuck. While penalties varied by income and region, the policy aimed to reduce population growth and led to a surplus of men due to sex selective abortions. So what they were doing is they were saying that you can keep the boy because you can put the boy to work. The boys are smarter, whatever. I'm not saying this. I'm saying what they would have said. But you're a mom, and all you want to do is brush your daughter's hair and braid her hair and teach her to dance and play skip the rope and, whatever. Like, if I had a boy, I'd want to take him fishing. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a baby boy and he was sitting there and he's like, "Pa, what are we going to do today, Pa?" I'd be like, "We're going fishing." Not fishing anymore, but you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I can't say fishing. Canoeing or something, Like, I'd like to get him in the water and splash with him, you know what I mean? But they took away people's with a social experiment. And this is a country with a decent IQ, but then you look at some of the other shit they have going on, and it's the devilish people. Devilish. However, China has since shifted to allowing 2 children since 2016, and then 3 in 2021. And I know why that is. Okay? And it's very scary. Very, very scary why they're doing that. It's very, very scary. With supportive measures like cash handouts, but the cultural impact and demographic imbalances from the one-child era continue to affect Chinese society today. So you've got old families that still think that, maybe China will go back to its old ways or something, you know what I mean? Or this is done for, well, to increase their numbers. Like, I hate saying it. Social and economic impacts. The policy aimed to curb rapidly growing population to address economic, social, and environmental problems. It didn't work. To enforce the policy, many women were subjected to forced contraception, forced sterilization, and forced abortions. Forced procedures. Very, very shameful. Shameful. Gender imbalance, a preference for male children combined with policy led to sex-selective abortions, resulting in a significant imbalance with millions more men than women. So now a man from China can't even find a woman. Life for families with more than one child. Financial burden. The high fines or social maintenance fees were a significant financial burden. So could you imagine, you know how some countries like celebrate your child, your family's birth, they give you a family tax credit, you get an extra $100 or family allowance, you get $200 a month or something like that, you know what I mean? These people took $600 from you every month. And again, I don't think England is any better. I can't stand fucking royals, but Chinese law is on the way they treat the populace is disgusting. Philippines is no better. Mexico is almost guaranteed the same. Canada is pretty much in the same boat too. Canadians have taken a lot of shit from others here. A lot. Our year doesn't go back to the 80s, but we got at least 2015 to till now. We've been getting just screwed. And that's a long time to get screwed for. That is. That's gonna do it for me. I gotta go poo. I didn't finish any of my food. I'm happy about it though. I'm pretty good. I'm gonna have my tea. I'm gonna drink the rest of this water. I'm gonna go fill up my wife's water cup with Brita. Cut her a slice of this beautiful right here on a live stream. I'll come back. I'll quickly do that and then I'll fly out of here. But do I not? Nope. I'm gonna go grab a couple plates, or at least a small plate. I'm gonna put it away after this. It's okay. It's very cool in the kitchen, and my counter is granite and my stove is glass. It's very cool here, so it's all good. Put her back in where she goes right away in a minute here. Also, I like to let it air out a bit. It's not that it's too moist in the frigo, but it's better this way. Hit that like button if you love cake. If not, you're probably a total goof. I had a bunch of things I gotta do today, so we're gonna start doing them. I think. Is there actually? There is actually. All right. I mean, India is no better too. India and China, they're not really good to the people there. The police, the corruption is so high in the Philippines, India. It's bad in America too. It's getting better every day now. They're draining the swamps, but a lot of those agencies got to get rooted through, fine-tooth comb. Basically, they just need to get the IRS actually doing their job, but actually looking into the people that they've never looked into before. You know what I mean? How is it there's so many rich people in the States that have never really been looked through with a fine-tooth comb? Pelosi, or just like a bunch of people, you know what I mean? But I think something happened when there was this thing with a hammer. There was an attack. I think something happened, and I think they were switched then. So I think they're no longer evil anymore already. Because they got in that day, eh? So I think they got them. I think everything happened. I think they solved a bunch of problems that day. And I think actually, now that I even think further, I think that's how Trump was even pushed in even faster, was because the most vocal, powerful, rich, were removed. Were removed. We can say that, I guess. They were fired. Well, folks, when you know, you know. I got a nice cup of tea here. I'm going to get into this right now. Come back and join me. We're going to cut this cake. See you next